What's going on, guys? Justin Florio here from Patience and Consistency, and today I want to talk about some of the biggest obstacles that come into most of our way when it comes to weight loss or getting stronger overall. I've been working with clients for over 12 years, and I've seen all the different obstacles, and it frustrates me as a trainer because I want to be able to just go jump into your life and help you get through all these obstacles. But at the same time, I also have my own obstacles, so I can only do so much. So I want to help you understand what they are and maybe some quick tips on how to get through them. So number one, the most important thing is nutrition. And what I mean by nutrition, there's two different ways of going about nutrition. You have eating healthy, which is what you hear all over the world. And that's, your fruits, your vegetables, eating lean meat, and maybe some like healthier starch type things, sweet potatoes, brown rice, stuff like that. But then you also have eating for weight loss. And what that means is you're probably going to eat in a caloric deficit so that you can start to shed off some weight. And I think people juggle the two, thinking that if you eat healthy, you should just automatically lose weight. But that's not always the case, because I'll give you an example. Some individuals might eat oatmeal in the morning, and within their oatmeal, they're going to put blueberries and bananas. They're going to put a scoop of peanut butter into the oatmeal. But for the most part, just from the oats and those two fruits, your banana and your blueberries, that is an excess amount of carbohydrates. So while you're still eating healthy, which is fantastic, you're probably not going to see a lot of body comp changes while eating that, because it's so much sugar and so many carbohydrates within one meal. And if you're doing that within one meal, you're most likely doing that throughout the rest of the day. And the most important part with that is that you're not getting a lot of protein. You're getting a little bit of protein from the peanut butter, but you're not getting the right amount of protein. So when it comes to nutrition, if you're trying to lose weight, you have to not forget about all the healthy things that you've learned in the past about food, but you have to just understand that it's calories in and calories out. But now when it comes to tracking your calories, and this is the most tedious and time-consuming part, you want to make sure you are in full control of everything that you're putting into your body. Meaning, try to stay away from eating out, try to stay away from fast food, because as much as you can go on to MyFitnessPal or use like Apple Diet and take a picture of food and try to guesstimate on how much those foods have, you have no idea how much oil is in a certain amount of food, or what they're cooking their foods with, how much of a portion they're using. So Monday through Sunday, for me and my family at least, we are fully in control of what we're consuming. And every Sunday, we make sure that we have the right amount of meals ready to get us through the week. Now, you can still be flexible. You don't just have to eat your rice and your chicken and vegetables within one meal every single day, day in and day out. You can still be super exciting for dinner. To give you an example, my breakfast is about 3 eggs. Sometimes I'll put that onto a bagel with ketchup and cheese, or I'll do a bagel on the side with a little bit of cream cheese. That's my breakfast. And do not follow everything that I'm doing. I'm just trying to give you an idea. For lunch, I eat 2 lunches, and they both consist of ground turkey, rice, and a handful of vegetables. It's usually about 4 or 5 ounces of ground turkey and maybe like 150, 200 grams of rice, whether it's brown rice, white rice, any kind of pastas. You mix that into a Tupperware. And then for dinner, my wife always tries to vary it up and make it exciting. Because if you're eating the same thing over and over and over, it's going to get really boring and dry, and you're going to start to fall off the wagon. So always make sure that it's exciting, especially when it comes to dinner. Or you pick and choose your meal, whatever you want to make more exciting. But it's not about perfection when it comes to nutrition. It's also about consistency over time. Your body doesn't care about what you do Monday through Friday. It also cares about what you're doing on Saturday and Sunday. And it seems that Friday, Saturday, Sunday are the biggest days where people fall off. So you just want to be consistent over time. Even if you're being really consistent 6 out of 7 days a week, that's going to help you get to that tier that you're trying to get to. Do it over time. Remember, if it took you the last 5 years to get to the point that you're at right now, it's not going to take you 2 weeks of dieting to get to the point of where you want to be. It's probably going to take at least 2 or 3 months to see really drastic results, whether from yourself or from other people. And then understand that there are other ways to gauge your weight loss from just from nutrition, the nutrition side. It's more than just stepping on a scale and taking a look at a number and writing it down every day. There's also body composition measurements that you can do over time, whether it's your arms, your waist, your legs, or if you don't want to take a tape measure, if that stresses you out, which is completely understandable, you can also just go by how clothing fits throughout the day, or you can just go by how you feel throughout the day, which leads me into number two, which would be sleep. So number one is nutrition. Number two would be sleep. And I find this as a really common flaw with a lot of my clients is we're not getting enough sleep and we don't prioritize it. Whether it's because you listen to your favorite celebrity tell you that they wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, or you're just stressed out with life in general, which is very understandable at this time in the world. But you have to prioritize at least 8 hours, and it's the simplest math possible. If you go to bed at 10 o'clock, you wake up at 6 o'clock, or reverse. If you have to wake up at 5 a.m., then go to bed by 9 o'clock. Don't tell yourself you're going to go lay in bed by 9 o'clock and then be completely unprepared and getting out of bed and going to get your food ready for the next day. Make sure everything is super prepared by 9 o'clock so that this way, when you go to bed at 9 o'clock, you are able to just shut things off and go to sleep and you'll feel completely refreshed. It's like charging your phone at night. You need to be fully recovered in order to get all the pillars in and make sure that you're able to give it your all. Now, I do have 2 kids at home, so I understand that there are obstacles, whether the kids are waking up in the middle of the night, they're, maybe they're sick and they don't want to go to bed at the right time. And I get it. If you have a significant other and you do have the 2 kids, maybe that nighttime is your time with your significant other. But you don't have to stay up super late. As long as you're getting that 7 hours, you can still get an episode in and you can still have a really deep, meaningful conversation with your significant other and then move on, get your sleep. Because if you're not able to take care of yourself, you're not going to be able to help take care of other people as well. So sleep is a really big priority. The biggest thing with sleep and the biggest research behind it is it has to be structured. It can't be 11 p.m. one night, 9 p.m. the next night, 10 p.m. the next night. You want to be at a steady pace every single night. You go to sleep at 9 o'clock and you'll most likely wake up naturally at 5 a.m. And that's what's going to help boost you when it comes to weight loss. You have to feel fully energized. Number three, I would say the third piece would be hydration. Not a lot of people drink water, and it's super important. The best tip I can give you is just have a water bottle with you at all times. I'm very fortunate because in the back room here in the office, I have a fridge that is fully stacked with waters, and I always try to make sure I drink at least a water bottle throughout each client. And I typically work with about 6 to 8 people a day, so that equates to about 6 to 8 bottles of water just here and at home every hour or so. I'm always just trying to get a little bit of water inside of me because just like sleep, the hydration is also going to help fuel you going further in the day. And it's going to make you just feel better. I mean, think about it. Your body is composed of a large percentage of water. So why wouldn't you fuel your own body with something that it's already composed and made up of? All right. And then number four, I'm just going to kind of put these two things together so I don't make an over exaggerated video here. Number four would just be exercise and recovery. Those two things we'll put together. Exercise. I think when people think of exercise and getting into a routine of exercise or fitness, it's cardio, cardio, cardio. And it doesn't have to be strenuous in that aspect. I think everyone should change their mindset and change it into getting stronger. Okay. So I created this awesome program of just doing one movement a day. And I believe that it's one of the most sustainable programs almost anyone can do. I've had a lot of people hopping on board recently. And all you do is just one movement per day. It doesn't have to be 7 days a week. The way I structure it is Monday I'll squat, Tuesday I'll do some kind of a press, whether it's shoulder press or dumbbell press. Wednesday I rest. Thursday I'll do some kind of a hinge, or maybe I'll squat again. And then Friday I will do some kind of a pull, whether it's pull-ups or pull-downs or dumbbell rows. And then Saturday, if I have a little extra time, I'll get some kind of core work in, or maybe some accessory work for my arms. And then Sunday, I always make sure that that's a day for my family, and I use that as a recovery day, make sure I'm prepped for the week. And throughout the whole week, we're always walking, whether it's after dinner, during the afternoon. Walking is one of the best things you can possibly do, just to get outside, get some fresh air. It'll jumpstart your whole day, no matter what season it is. So if you can walk every day and just get one big compound strength exercise in 4 days a week, that is going to help jumpstart your routine, because it doesn't have to be strenuous. You have to stop thinking that you're going to be able to outwork your diet and be able to exercise and just burn calories and burn your body down, because that's what's going to happen. You're going to eventually burn your body out. So if you take care of those 4 things, you control whatever you're putting in your mouth, have full control, and you can still have freedom in it. Number 2 would be making sure that you're getting at least 7 to 8 hours of sleep. Like I said, it's super simple math. We learned this back in grade school. And number 3 would be making sure that you're just hydrating throughout the day. And then number 4 would be exercising and making sure that you're recovering, meaning don't burn your body down to the ground. Okay? The only other thing that I would add into this is, when it comes to strength training, stay away from any of the accessories, meaning knee sleeves, weight belts, because if you can't do it naturally, you probably shouldn't be doing it with those things, unless you're trying to become a professional powerlifter. And then my other part would be staying away from supplements, your fat loss, your creatine. You could drink some protein, that's fine. But stay away from all the supplements, especially the big marketers that are trying to tell you that they're going to guarantee results, because it's just waste that you're putting inside of your body. Will it help you a little bit? Sure, but just try to do everything naturally. Make it as affordable as possible. Make it so that it's not overwhelming, and that's what's going to help you get the best results. I hope this video helps someone. I hope it reaches someone. And you know the deal. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll keep making these videos anyway. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time.